Hello adventurers and welcome back to Valk'rain Gaming. So we're now on episode 14 of my Divinity 2 playthrough. We have just gone through in the last episode the whole vault of Brackus Rex here, and now we are about to loot up on all these goodies that we got lying around on the floor here. So let's start off by taking up on this gold pile. Oh, didn't mean to move that then. Let's take these soul jars.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen.
Don't like seeing any sort of treasure which is just like on a pillar or anything like that, because it just reminds me of Indiana Jones. I'm expecting the big boulder just to come out of nowhere down, and just having to leg it through the rest of the vault.
The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Gratiana.
So this is the girl that gave us the quest to come here to like find this cave across here. So I'm wondering if there's some undermined meaning for her to come do this. We're going to reach out and put our hand against the jar.
As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor, silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood.
Tend to go hand in hand.
The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Brackus drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret, or just sadness for a life that used to be?
We definitely do not want to be absorbing any souls from any jars that we've just found in a vault that no one's ever been able to find. So I think we're definitely going to slip this into our backpack, because she did say bring them back and that she'd be able to do something with them. I definitely want to find out more behind the story there. Pop that into the backpack here. Got another couple here.
The terrible vision fades.
So again, they're talking about the vision that we just saw across there. We are definitely a lawful paladin, so again, no one's beyond forgiveness for us.
Gratiana's life was selfish and hedonistic. No mercy.
Can't be saying too much. I mean, you got bones growing out of you right now.
Whatever a person may have done in life, they can always be redeemed.
However her life began, it ended well. No one should be damned because of their youth.
It's definitely good words to live by there, Sabine. See what's in these other soul jars.
This jar glitters and glows. From within, you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter.
These two are necromancers.
With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink.
It's an interesting innies running there.
The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Brackus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut.
It's another one for the backpack. These stories are getting far, far more interesting. Let's see what the party has to say about this. We're going to stick by our lawful ways so that any sin can be forgiven.
She must have been acting against Brackus Rex for him to have come for her like that.
I do believe that.
Keeping the dead as slaves? What a disgusting display. She deserved every punishment she got.
Being locked in a tower was more kindness than any necromancer deserves.
Got a feeling those two are definitely against necromancers here. Got another two jars though. More loot though here. All these bits. Can't see that on the floor there. Let's pick that up. An artifact of the Tyrant there. What's this one?
The jar on the plinth before you seems ancient.
We'll
The
skip the dialogue
pictograms
there.
spin to life, and you're dragged into a dream. You see the lizards of the ancient empire turning their backs on you, casting you out into the wilderness. As you roam, the human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you home. Brachus Rex. He promises power for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by one, stripping you down to the bone. He promised you a crown, but all you got was shackles.
Ouch. That sounds pretty bad.
You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the hand and leads you to a tower. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. This is where you belong.
I'll find more about who this woman is that's helping Brachus Rex.
Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing.
That's jar 3 in the backpack. Don't know how I feel about carrying
The
these
long-dead lizard's visions fade.
carrying these souls in my backpack as if they're nothing. I'm sure at that point what crime he did commit.
I can't help but sympathize with him. He just wanted to go home.
No amount of loneliness excuses wickedness. He helped a monster for selfish reasons.
What he did shames his people.
Sibyl's really against that guy. What else we got here? Got this gold here. Last
The
one
soul
now.
jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice. You see, or rather, you feel, a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Brachus Rex melting before you. The scene twists again. Now Brachus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your
That's the fourth one in the backpack then. Let's see
The
what these feel about
necromancer's
this.
memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not feel evil. Misguided, perhaps.
Definitely
Anyone
keeping
who
on this,
marches at the head of an undead host deserves whatever punishment they get.
keeping on this forgiving roll here.
One must wonder how many more lives they took. How much more misery the scum caused.
Like how Sibyl's like tone has just completely changed from like 2 seconds ago when she was like, hey, anyone can be forgiven from their youth. She's just straight up like, yep, no one can be forgiven now, forget that. Don't know what I was talking.
Look at that wand. It hums with the inner source.
It's definitely the purging one that we need. We've got more chest armor here. We did pick up some chest armor and a reward. Let's just quickly go into the backpack and identify this here. Well, it's a lot stronger than the one we got there. We'll pop that on. No appearance change though, which is a bit disappointing really. No one else can put that on. I don't think anyone else has got an extra strength in their stats. In between the videos I did do my level ups as well. I leveled up the two-handed for Valk'rain. Sibyl got another point into dual wielding and obviously a finesse went up. I did take her wits up as well, so she gets extra initiative, so she'll start in the combat phases a lot earlier on. Ifan, I just literally put the same into him, finesse, and then into the wits, and he also got a point into the ranged because I wanted to do a lot more damage from afar. With the Red Prince I did something a little bit different. I just put everything into his intelligence there, and excuse me, and I then also put Estructherg in. Completely butchered that word up there, But so everyone's pretty much set up now. There's some more armor there. I've just noticed in my backpack there for Valk'rain.
It's been cursed.
Another cursed item there though. Don't want to be I don't want to be wearing all these cursed items that we've got going across here. Did just pick up Supernova, which I'll let the Red Prince learn. That's another fire move for Red Prince. He's definitely making headway now. Did we pick up another mace? I don't think we did. So we now got ourselves the Purging Wand across there. It's only got 4 uses though. I hope those Shriekers ain't got any more than 4. There's a peek here. That's gonna knock down the force field here. Right back at the beginning. We're gonna deal with that annoying skeleton now because he's been let loose out of his soul jar. Let's just have a quick look at our quests now. What we got here? We found the Purging Wand. That's the armory. Got the curse ring as well. So we've got a few quests across here now, which don't really indicate anything that we've got to do across here. There's the Shriekers up there. That's a new point in our map. I think what we'll do at this point now, we'll just head back into the hideout. Tell everyone that we've got everything that we need in order to make our way up there. There are some other locations which we haven't been in yet, which is probably worth heading up over to. Let's find Gareth and give him the good news then.
Divine blessings.
I wonder if this holy water down here can take any of these curses off. We don't want Red Prince to be running around with all this curse on. Doesn't seem to be doing anything to him.
Did you see? Gareth's
And?
back.
Have you found them? Did you bring the soul jars?
We have found the soul jars, but I want to know what's going on with yours. Let's see what she wants with them first.
They are relics of great power. Please, you must give them to me. If I can make an offering of them to Armadia, it could aid your cause.
It's good to see Gareth safe inside.
Let's hold on to the jars first and ask some questions.
There is no time for questions. Just give me the jars.
So let's go name
It
is
matters
inscribed
not.
on it.
All that matters is that you give it to me.
Gareth's back. He's here to take us home.
We're just gonna hold out the relic, see if
She
she says
reaches
anything to him.
greedily for the jar, tearing the cap off. You see a green glowing light emerge from the jar, enveloping Gratiana.
By Armadia, I feel wet. Oh, Goddess.
There's no need to get that
I
excited.
can feel your tears upon my face.
Let's see what happened to her then.
I suppose you deserve to know.
I'd say so.
Before I knew Armadia's grace, I was a very different person. I was the concubine of Brachus Rex. But more than his lover, I was his partner. I discovered his power to feed on the source of others, and I allowed it to... No, I made it happen.
So the beautiful woman that they was all talking about in the visions then was obviously this girl here.
It's peaceful here, but I'll not be sorry to see the back of these storms.
I'm going to quietly let her tell the tale.
As his strength grew, so too did mine. There is nothing you cannot do when you sit on the lap of a powerful king. And I did it all.
I think that's a tale for a different time there, lady.
But power changes a man, as he changes his nation. Brachus grew paranoid. Angry. Murderous.
Garrett's back. He's here to take us home.
Let's get stand in
I
silence.
gave him more and more, trying to win him back to me. I offered him the source of whole villages. He devoured them and demanded more. The lands outside were once green and beautiful, until I came. Until I turned them over to him. Now all's poison, and the dead are restless.
We're going to take the Paladin highway here and tell her that she can redeem her from all her sins now.
Armadia is merciful in her love.
I mean, she has been helping us out across here, and she did help us with the
I found
Armadia
this
one.
shrine while hunting a band of wizards. I found the goddess weeping for her children, and I wept too.
I say we're glad that she found her way
She
with the
pauses
gods.
for a moment. If she had eyes, you're sure she'd be wiping them.
Through Armadia I saw my sins, and I could bear it no longer. I threw myself from the cliff at the entrance. I tried to rid the world of my evil, but Brachus would not allow it. He brought me back from the Hall of Echoes, locked my soul away, and demanded my obedience. Even in death he commanded me. Only when 2 source hunters ended his curse was I free. Since then, I have returned here and spent centuries trying to heal the pain I've caused. And now...
She drops the now empty soul jar to the ground, smashing it to pieces with her foot.
You have my thanks, brother.
Let's give her a hug.
She
She needs a
starts
hug
to
after that
speak,
story.
but chokes back a sob instead.
Thank you. I can't... I've never known such kindness. Thank you for everything. May you walk forever in Armadia's grace.
Definitely will.
Garrett's back. He's here to take
What we
us
got
home.
here then?
Blessed Armadia, grant
We'll
these
take the magical
soldiers
leather
your
gloves.
protection.
Oh, we could take a fireball.
I pray you will strengthen
It's
their
peaceful here,
spells
but
and
I'll not
set
be
their
sorry to see the
blades
back of these
aflame.
swamps.
I pray you will
I'm gonna
bless
take
their
fireball and
arms,
let the Red
so
Prince
no
learn it.
curse may
I think the
pass
more moves he
I pray you see them safe.
gains, the more it benefits
I
us.
pray this in your name.
I wonder, Ashes like a magical priestess thing.
My thanks, friend.
No, she can't. I was wondering if she could take the curse of Red Prince. Let's see what Gareth's got now.
What word do you bring? I had no doubt. You bring me hope, sorcerer. I'll gather the other seekers and travel to shore. Meet us there as soon as you can.
Okay, so we're starting this off now. The rebellion's in full flight.
Gareth's voice echoes
Oh, yeah.
throughout the Enclave with such command, it could rouse a fawn to action.
We move, seekers. Now is the time to resist. The Lady Vengeance will be ours.
It's the big battle that we're coming up to now. We've got down here, we've got a red,
The others have gone to get us a ship out of here. Hurry on, they'll need you.
Thank you very much for that information there. There's a red marker down here, I'm wondering what it's for. I'm hoping that we, got rid of the rest of these. We didn't. Let's learn that skill then, quite quickly. I want to take ignition off, ignite, sorry. Fireball on. That's what every fire wizard needs. Fireball. These are the things that we don't need on the bar here. Okay then, let's see what we got going on now then. So we've got call to arms going on here. So let's get out of here and start seeing where we got to go. So we got to make ourselves up there to the rallying point now. I do want to adventure up that way as well. There's a lot of land that's still in darkness there. So far for this playthrough, I'm absolutely really loving this game, really getting into it. I keep saying it throughout the series, but this game's got such a good edge. unlike most RPG games that you play across here. I think it's the D&D vibe that he just gives off thoroughly. Oh, he's going this way. Hang on a minute, I've just noticed that there's a flaming pig on our map up there. Let's make our way up here, see if there's anything that we can do for it. Flaming pig. I haven't got any sauce, so I can't bless it. I have to leave it out there. Here we are. Seems to be some sort of maze up here. I think this is this the gargoyle maze that there was on about? Certainly looks that way. What's this bit down here? Nice bit of ice down here. So we can make our way. Holy moly, there's a dragon.
What's going on?
That is a dragon. His icon's green, so I don't think he means us any harm. Still, you never know with dragons.
A winter dragon. What on earth is it doing chained up here?
Exactly what we're thinking. I'm gonna get myself ready for anything here, and I'm just gonna move my party around a little bit cautiously. Let's move my range characters down here. Break the chain there, that's it. I think what I'll do then is I'll stick next to these totems, I'll stick either one of these. It's a very strong dragon there. It's level 9. Let's have a word
The
with it.
dragon stares you down with flinty, intelligent eyes. He tries to speak, but his jaw is bound tightly by the same thick chains that shackle him to the pillars.
Okay. There's a pig there. Send Mifan up to talk to this pig. And then I think what I'm going to do then after that is I think I'm going to break these. The icon of this dragon is green, so it does mean that he's friendly.
Oh, well, hello there.
Nice, greet
Nice
the pig and
to
introduce
meet
him.
you. How's your day been?
It's been alright.
Oh, it's been quite a day. One moment, my flesh was flaming with cursed fire. The next, a stranger came along and eased my pain. Now I'm just trying to get used to life as a pig. It's not so easy. I never did enjoy truffles.
So
well,
it came
I can
cursed
trace
first.
it all back to Brachus Rex, of course. Many of us opposed his reign. Few dared to speak against him, though. A few of us wizards took the chance, though. We figured if we spread the word of his deeds, we might encourage enough people to come together, find a way to take him down.
There's a lot of people that rebelled up against this Brachus Rex.
But we underestimated the cowardice of our comrades. All we succeeded in doing was being branded heretics and brought to Brachus Rex's court. The results were horrifying. A double curse turned into pigs and set aflame for eternity. I like not being on fire, so I don't want to complain too much about the pig part.
I think it's okay to be complaining about any part of that curse.
I'm not sure. I have prayed to Armadia, but she offers no answers. Really? There must be a shrine there.
There is definitely a shrine there.
If anyone can restore me to my previous wizardly self, it's Armadia. I'm so grateful for this news. I'm going there now to seek Armadia's blessing. Thank you. Thank you.
That's not a problem, Piggy. We got up here. There's an elven wizard there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna break this dragon out now then. I don't think that the burning pig wants us to return to there. Definitely gonna do this shrine thing though first. Let's break this open. Oh no, this dragon's got to say. This build must be absolutely freezing.
The dragon rakes the earth with icy claws. Quakes from the impact knock you back. The freed dragon looks sick and pale. As you approach, he stretches his tattered wings weakly and fixes his intense gaze upon you. Frozen tears glint in his eyes.
My gratitude for your efforts, friend. Yet I am no more free now than I was in those chains. Please, help me find true liberty, or sing me to the endless slumber.
Sounds like a wise old dragon.
But of course, that must be why you stand before me. Slain called to the Lord of Death, and here you are. A coincidence?
We're definitely not the Reaper.
Ah. My fate, it seems, is not my own to call. My soul is bound to joyless obedience. Purged of my source by the wickedest of witches, I stand in thrall to her every whim. She has only to command, and my traitorous body complies.
We definitely need to find out how Slan got here.
The witch Rebecca. I was in love with her once. For the smallest slight, really a trifle, she wielded a purging wand against me, enslaving me to her will. Now only my voice remains my own.
Okay, well, give you our sympathies there.
The dragon sniffs and rakes at the ground with one razor-sharp talon.
A thought cannot mend a soul. A prayer cannot heal what has been ruined. You talk to soothe yourself, not me.
Let's see how we can try and
That you would
freeze
even
that.
ask such a question of a stranger already in your debt. There is much goodness within you, but this task would not be easy. Rebecca is a canny one, cat to your mouse. Okay. She consumed all my source with her purging wand. So long as she holds it, she has absolute control over me. If you could retrieve it for me, I could be free again.
We need all these purging ones, so I wonder if we can get another one here.
You would have my gratitude, and whatever aid I can then offer to you.
Okay. There's nothing going on like here then. Is there anything else down this way? I think the land ends down there. The witch's location is down this way. Let's go help our dragonly friend out then. Apparently the witch is down here. Red Prince has fallen over the ice. So far in this series it was fire that was the end and end all. Now ice just seems to be immobilizing my whole party. That's not a suspicious cave at all there. Is that a waypoint? I don't see how my party keep getting stuck on this ice here. Just walk around it. Let's take a move into this cave now then. I'm sure they'll catch up. That is not where we want to be. Can we move the ore there? Why do I feel that that's going to still bubble up?
Are my eyes fooling me?
I'm not too sure with these traps.
It looks strange.
And then Ifan's just gonna walk straight onto the trap. Thanks there, buddy.
My eyes
looks strange.
It looks strange.
What's this? Trap. Better give it a wide berth.
I can just walk onto it as well. Let's knock some of these things down. Make our way through. Myself up here. It's not exactly how I wanted that to be going. Okay. So if I saw right then, there was a point that we could drop that onto. This witch definitely has got a defensive set up. She didn't want us to find her at all. All good beer will do. I think after this dungeon, we're going to need a lot more than that. I like how the music just took a very eerie change there. Start moving into here now then. I'm too sure there's something going on down here.
What is this place?
Redica the witch is there. This is going to insinuate into a battle, I just know it. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to move my mage and my archer just up here. Just sort of a bit out of the way. Obviously I want my bring my mage up to here. He can be right up in the corner because he's got no dodging abilities right now. Getting fan just to loot that. Getting ready there. Then Valk'rain and Sabille can just move straight up here.
A tall woman stands amid a field of corpses, some fresh, some ancient. The sour smell of them stings your nostrils, your eyes. As you draw nearer, the stench blooms into a humid flavor you can almost taste.
I can't help but notice, but you definitely look like you're in boss gear. This definitely looks like a boss fight.
The woman turns to you, bitten lips parting into a grin. She tucks a small bunch of black-red roses into a leather strap across her left hip and, preparing to curtsy, offers you a hand.
Nope, not falling for it, not taking your hand.
Ball.
Hey, not all of us can help being big pigs.
She stands to her full height, her lips pursed in disappointment. She cocks her head and takes you in. The stench of death and sewage suddenly intensifies.
As a paladin, we're used to all sorts of plagues and stuff, so we're going to ask her a name.
She peers closely at you, a shrewd smile playing about her lips.
Ave de more de mergalach.
That's an interesting one. She's going to use our scholar ability instead of recognise the
Very
chant.
good, kitten. Now, I imagine you're here for the same reason I am.
She pats the bouquet at her hip.
But you're too late. These roses belong to me. Looks like we'll have to find some other way to keep you busy.
That number one is definitely not the paladin way. We don't really know what roses that she's going on about. Let's talk about Slan.
Oh, I do hope that little so-and-so hasn't been talking. Those chains were in a place for a reason.
We're definitely going to say that we believe that to be evil.
How earnest you are. I do love that in a man.
Yeah, we're definitely
Then
going
I
to say
suppose
that.
you aren't leaving, darling.
We'll see about that. There's some insects and some zombies up in here. I think she's going to move her way out. Sabille's going to be the one that's going to have to deal with her, I think. Is she going to double turn? That's definitely something that we didn't want on her. Damn. These are some heavy hits that's just gone in onto her. Got a few bloody corpses here. Beetle there. We're gonna have to deal with these as quickly as possible. None of them seem to have too much armor and HP, so we'll just start hacking these guys up. Drop him down so he misses the turn. Does that work in the reverse? No, it doesn't. Shackle painting, it seems to work this way. Okay then. Let's use some build up then. Should make short work of this guy. She's not actually finished him off though. Have to blow that early on. Oh, just the one that missed. Is there anyone big that I want to score from this guy? If we can make him miss as many turns as possible, that benefits us a lot. Let's haste up Biffan. I was going to get Ifan, I don't really want to land on him that early on. But at the same time, let's teleport this bug out of here. I can't afford to have him so close to my mage right now. And we'll haste to build. Range of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break down these targets as far away, get their health down as quickly as possible. Everyone's getting diseased up. Need to get on this sorcerer, this witch. But considering that she's got shackles of pain on the red prince, I just don't want to do unnecessary damage to him as well. Taking quite the pounding. Now we've just lost Valk'rain. She's got decaying on her, so I cannot heal her up. Valk'rain's lost for 2 turns. This is very quickly turning into a harder fight than what it needs to be. We are going to lose the build quite early on. Got to end some of these enemies. Valk'rain's just going to make short work of these. That's what I thought. The ones that she could have been like mind controlled, Valk'rain was the one that we definitely didn't want to lose first. We can still make good headway here. Fireball center there. Let's see if I can hit all 3. Some high damage there. go down too quickly. Defense is taking a whole chunk of damage. There's a zombie that knows healing. That's a new one. Fan's gonna have to heal himself up here. There's not much else. Can't allow himself to be dropping down any more than what he needs to be. How much damage does crippling shot do? Okay, sure, just ain't gonna finish anyone off. That's another one down. He's just taking a whole chunk of damage. Hopefully Valk'rain just gets stuck there then. This has been the toughest fight that we've been in so far, folks. He needs to die. That's those two down. Get in there though. Just to use Ifan just to get him up. That's the Red Prince now as well. Valk'rain just getting teleported there for some reason is the only way that I can describe that. To clear the way there. Knock him down. Move Valk'rain forward here. I was hoping he'd got his attention. I think Ifan's gonna make it through now. Definitely gonna heal himself up there. Gonna have to go for a daring resurrection here. That Sabine gets a turn before everyone else. That's worked out alright. Can I get her to use a potion from like... No, she can. That's magical. Yes. Got quite high magic resistance, so that's not going to help. I think what I'm going to have to do is just go in on her right now. That's it. Just adrenaline up there. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough though. It's hoping for a lot more damage than that. It's okay though. Well, it's as okay as it's gonna be. If I could summon a cat up here just to summon that cat up here. Try and take the heat off at the moment. See if the cat can totally distract this this beetle for a bit. Definitely seems to be doing that. We've all gone down onto Valk'rain now, which benefits us. Both in range here. Definitely don't want them to both have a turn, so we'll weaken one and then start on the other. Unfortunately, the turn order is just not working in our favor right now. You know, could move Valk'rain around and knock her down. Makes her miss a turn, but then she's just going to be out in the open. Spear is just taking a pounding. It's going to be a hard one to decide on what to do here. Have to do here is just go for healing up Seville here. Valk'rain has got the Defy Death ability, so we'll have the opportunity to not die. If we can load up a knockdown arrow here. Wasn't able to knock him down. Have to use the kitty cat to keep his attention. That's not what we wanted. That's the last thing that we wanted there. Do I have any items that can cure charmed or anything like that? Do not. And that's even more annoying, the fact that I can't get one charging on her. Let's knock her down. Valk'rain's just gonna have to drink up. Just have to live out this assault that Seville's about to give us. There it is. Again, this is just not working in my favor. Just glad that I was able to pop Ifan up in here. Could switch out places. Target's too far. I'm trying to find a... There we go. Find a location that was beneficial to him. Don't want to be hitting Seville. Let's move the cat up here. Seville will be coming out for this one. She's really going for it. Right then. This is how we do it then. thing I'm worried about is I've only got one scroll after this, but I'm going to bring back the Red Prince. I'm going to bring it back down here. Do I bring it back down here or do I bring it back over here? Although saying that, she actually hasn't got that. Yeah, he's not going to be that helpful. I can't hit her for some reason. So let's pop Chameleon then and just start moving around. How far can I move down? That's going to be fair enough. Cat then just to chunk it down that a little bit more. Valk'rain resisted death there. Still getting hit pretty hard as he dies. Too sure how she's ended up with just one ability point to use. Nothing I can do here for her apart from try and move her down so she's out of line of sight. To end the turn there. I don't believe that you're going to be able to bring. I didn't think so. I know for a fact that you're not going to be able to move down far enough to be of use. Here for the time being, he's still moving. Shackles of Pain is just destroying us right now. It's all going wrong. Right, now I'm gonna have to try and cast this and keep everyone alive. It's gonna be risky putting Valk'rain up there, but he's got all the knockdowns, so I'm gonna need him to at least try and distract her. That's the one knockdown that we need. He's going to have to heal himself up. Plenty of potions to drink. We'll do it. Let's give it the next knockdown. Health Sabil gun. 53. Really need to move in just to heal it. Heal up Sabil. I'm not too sure I got any resurrection tokens. One scroll. I knew I had another weapon. I got one scroll here. I wonder if we can cast. Let's cast another heal upon her. And then hopefully she'll survive through it. I'm not too sure why she's not getting a turn. 57, 73, I don't think she's gonna So I can't attack her now. Let's end that turn there. Now I know for a fact she hits a lot harder than a lot harder. She's got 1 HP, 1 HP. Just gonna have to go for it. It's the noble sacrifice for Sabille there. But it needed to be done. There was no other way I was getting out of that point. I think just for that we're gonna have to bring Sabille back. Let's try and bring Sabille back over here then. That was a 5.5. That was a curveball being thrown in there. Valk'rain's still got a deep on it for some reason. I'm not entirely sure what. Nice, some good loot that she dropped down on there though, and that's another purging one that we need. So I think we take hold of that. And I think on that note then guys, I'm going to have to end this video here. It's ran over a bit longer than what I usually do, but that was such an intense fight there. I think there's a few mistakes that I made there by my initial setup, but that girl hit hard and gave us a good boss battle there. So until next time, followers, farewell.